Right, we're going to move on to compound inequalities. Those are inequalities that are connected by either the word and or the word or. And sometimes the and qualities don't show the word and, but rather use a shortcut where you have three sections. You'll notice that you'll have an inequality symbol and then an X and then another inequality symbol. And you'll have your low number on the left and your high number on the right with X trapped in the middle. And that's what we actually have in your first example, as you'll see. I want to just remind you that you use an open circle when you have greater than or less than. We used a filled in dot when we have greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. So we've got our first compound inequality. I know it's a compound because I've got an inequality symbol here and here. Your goal on solving these when they are written in this form is to have X by itself in the middle. So we're going to work on that with this first problem, taking that 3x minus 1 in the middle and working to get x by itself. So I'll want to add 1. Normally, I would tell you just to add 1 to both sides, but you actually have 3 sections. So we want to add 1 to all 3 sections. So doing that, we have negative 4 plus 1. That's going to give me negative 3. My inequality sign less than. This zeroes out. We have 3x in the middle. And then our inequality sign again. And then 8 plus 1, which gives me 9. So going back to my goal, I want to have x by itself in the middle. So I need to divide by 3. But remember, again, you've got these 3 sections. So I want to divide by 3 on the middle, on the right, and on the left. So doing the division, I have negative 1, my inequality less than. 3x divided by 3 is just x. And then my inequality symbol less than or equal to, and then 9 divided by 3, which is 3. So you've reached your goal. You have x by itself in the middle. You could think of that as x in between negative 1 and 3. So we're going to do a graph. Somewhere in the middle, choose a tick mark to make 0, and then let's just number up to 5 in both directions. So up to positive 5 and down to negative 5. That'll be plenty. Your solution is going to trap the x in between the numbers negative 1 and 3. So to show that the negative 1 is associated with the less than sign, so in other words, not including that boundary, we want to use an open circle on the negative 1. Whereas your 3 is associated with the less than or equal to. So in other words, we want to include that boundary. And then the x is trapped in between those two. So you want to graph in between the negative 1 and the 3. So that would be the solution for negative 1 is less than x is less than or equal to 3.